Hi, this is Randy Finney with the right side of the chart, and this is a mid-session update for Tuesday, July 27, 2021. Figured I'd get a quick video out. Again, the big thing this week, let's not forget, are the market-leading FAANG stocks, all due to report, at least the majority of those, that is. We have Apple tonight, July 27th, after the close today, right on its trend line, or very, well, yeah, let me tighten that up because I'm not touching that candle there. Let me zoom out, grab it, put it in there, and there we are. We're right on it pretty much, give or take, of course. And so that's one we'll watch tonight after the bell, and going forward, more importantly, see if that trend line's taken out. Most likely lead to additional selling if it is. Microsoft already broke down and back tested, as highlighted yesterday, with an impulsive rejection off the back test today so far. And again, they're reporting after the close. Amazon, not until Thursday, but again, big drops. A lot of downs today in the market, but we are at support, so I expect a bounce from where I'm starting this video. That's why I wanted to get it out to you guys. Again, if you're an active trader, if not, remember, you're going to see whipsaws leading up to earnings. You had Tesla reporting last night, and they're already down almost 4%, about 3.6% today. But back to the charts, I added a level on the QQQ 60-minute chart and NQ, which is right here, about 361.83. I noticed some minor support there. It was resistance at that point, broken, then it became support. Then once broken again, resistance. So there was enough reactions off there, and I think this will be it for today. So at least before a bounce, a tradable bounce, not much. Swing traders, if you're swing shorting right now, meaning you're holding out for more than a few days or weeks based on this breakdown. Remember, we had a couple things go on. We had the primary trend line break on the 60-minute chart, breakdown, a back test. And then today we had both a break of this minor trend line here, the small wedge at this point. You can draw a wedge like that. And also an impulsive rejection on the back test. That's what I like to see. I always talk about how, the problem with shorting back tests are sometimes you can continue to back test for a while, back test, back test, back test, back test, and then roll over. Sometimes you can back test, and then break on through and regain the trend line. But when you see an impulsive rejection, that's usually what you want to see for the next leg down, the beginning or start of the next leg down. So that's that. Again, minor support here, so I do favor a bounce today. How far? Probably about to that, maybe up there, 365 or so, give or take, right there. These reaction highs back here. NQ, let's look at that. Added some lines here. Well, I actually had this one here before, 14,780. That's really 14,788 rounded up. And then I added this little minor one here, which we overshot a bit. Again, minor, very minor support, 14,869. But being down almost 2% on the day without the FAANGs having yet reported. Again, I put good money that we'll get a little bounce here. And then, but again, bigger picture, if you don't want to try to game a bounce, reverse, close a short, jump into a long, if you just want to sit tight, the bigger picture is we also broke down from that smaller minor trend line in that wedge right here, and also an impulsive rejection off the back test of the primary trend line on NQ here. So that's that. Again, earnings can foil the charts, but there's sufficient evidence, in my opinion, to say that post-earnings, this market's going lower based on the technicals. The most recent divergent high on the 60-minute chart. We had a divergent high here, and that's what we had. We had a divergent high there. That's what we had. And I don't see any reason why we won't have the same here, but we'll certainly know, or should have a good idea by tomorrow, midday, end of day. We'll see what happens tonight after the FAANGs report. So that's it. Just wanted to get that out on the indexes. A couple other updates. Everything economically sensitive, such as crude oil and lumber, they're all down. Had been bearish on crude and still am. It's down today, nothing big. Let me adjust this chart so you can see right down on the bottom, down about 0.4%, still below that resistance, which is still an objective shorting level anywhere below this 72.63 level. And again, if the market doesn't like what the FAANGs have to sell today and in the next couple of days, then you will most likely see crude fall with the market. So that's still a a trade idea. Speaking of crude, on a related note, and speaking of most things being down today, I want to do an update on natural gas. And that's right here. I posted natural gas is not an actionable trade, but a setup back here just recently. Gosh, I'm trying to remember. We already had this breakdown here, and I think I highlighted at this level here, which has yet to been taken out. But what we did since then is we formed this minor uptrend line, and we put in a divergent high, and boom, an impulsive breakdown today. So there's a short trade on natural gas. Where does it go? At bare minimum, I would target right about, call it a target zone. I'm going to put it as a zone from about 380 right there down to about 374 with a preferred swing target. So that would be a minimum target, probably get a reaction there, and then work our way down to that 357-ish level right there, as well as this intersecting uptrend line. So that would be good for, if that's hit, that's about a 10% drop. So definitely this is an actionable trade idea right now. So because of the breakdown and the fact it's impulsive, and the fact it's coming off that divergent high as well. And again, economic sensitive items such as lumber, they're down in sympathy with the market. Lumber's a volatile. The other day it was up 10%. Now it's down 6.7%. Not crazy. Put a little minor trend line there. Not crazy the fact that it broke it. However, I'll still maintain these targets for now based on the big divergent low and extreme oversold readings on the daily chart. There was our breakout. Went up, hit the first target. T1, this may still prove to be a pullback, but like anything, you don't get married to it. There's some support right about here as well. I'm going to give you a level that you could use as a stop if you're in it. And if you are in it, you didn't take profits there. The next buy signal, I'd wait till T1's taken out. Again, I'm not crazy about this action, but you could step in. Case can be made. I'm giving you some minor support levels. About here, 573.50 or so, and then 533.80 or so right there. And I still like gold, still bullish on that, even though it hasn't gone anywhere for the last few days. It's still at my right here support buy zone at the bottom of that, or close enough to it, right about there. And now we have this little minor downtrend line, which should hopefully do the trick. If we pop that, there's a little bit of resistance over those reaction highs. That should open the door for a move up to my next targets. Remember, we've already hit T1 and T2, still waiting on T3 and T4 right there. And a big part of that's the dollar. Now the dollar is moving lower today, and so I suspect gold traders are sooner or later going to get that message. You can see the US dollar futures down. Nothing big, but again, they don't move big in percentage terms, down a 0.25%, and it's pretty impulsive. You can see the drop today. I may have added this support level right here to since the last update. That's at 92.06 or so on dollar futures. Again, that's symbol DX if you're trading that. And if you don't trade futures and you want to trade the dollar, UUP is your long dollar ETN that goes long the dollar index. And then if you want to inverse, you can buy UDN. Umbrella Delta November is the symbol on that one, if that makes sense, or looks like UDN there. Another update on Bitcoin. I showed you it ran into some resistance yesterday, as did Ethereum. That was the resistance here on Bitcoin futures, BRR. It's a level I've had on this chart for quite a while, 45.13. I didn't cover it in the video yesterday, but plenty of reactions there recently in the past, and that's what we hit yesterday and then pulled back. So I just wanted to give you the levels. That's 45.13 and 35.773 is support below, give or take. And I told you my thoughts. This is a short cover and rally, short squeeze, largely induced by the news of Amazon. And I do expect, I think, probably another leg down to come soon, but my convictions aren't super strong on the near-term direction of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And a quick update on DM. Remember, this is a volatile stock. Today is a down day, one of the biggest down days in the market in actually quite a while. And as such, a lot of higher beta stocks like this. A higher beta stock is a stock that tends to move up and down more than the market does. on any given day. And so we are down. However, the breakout and backtest are still intact. I want to see us stay below that. Stay above that backtest ideally. So your stop would be set ideally on a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio based on the target you're going for. So if you took it, yesterday, and you're going up for T4, well, you can certainly have a stop somewhere down here below the recent lows. If you're only targeting T1 or T2, you probably want a tighter stop, maybe very close at entry, maybe at this point, because you're probably still, you're probably about break even, depending on where you grabbed it yesterday if you took it. But that's the latest update. So we'll see what happens with the market. This one may or may not continue to move with the tech sector. It is in that sector. You can see down here, tech sector, it's considered. And a lot of things are getting sold with programs selling today, so this one's down. But again, I still like the chart. It's constructive for all the reasons taken. The trade was posted yesterday, meaning nothing much has changed from a technical perspective. So that is about it. Let me get the video out. Let's keep it very brief. It's an 11-minute video, so I can get out to you guys. And again, wouldn't bet anything really hard on the indexes until you see which way the market wants to go after the big FAANG stocks report tonight. All right, this has been Randy Finney with Right Side of the Chart. Have a great day.